Low post, mid post, high post, post game sports. What it do? Back at it with a week 4 recap slash reaction for the NFL games over the weekend. Week 4 started Thursday night with the Bengals and Dolphins. What a game. The Bengals defeat the Dolphins 27-15. T. Higgins, wide receiver for the Cincinnati Bengals, with 7 receptions, 124 yards, and a touchdown. Now, what I'm seeing is that T. Higgins is the true wide receiver 1 for the Cincinnati Bengals. Jamar Chase is cold, don't get me wrong, and he's a big play receiver. But the main guy, the number 1 guy at this point through 4 weeks of the season is T. Higgins, baby. You dig? Next, we had an early game in London Sunday morning. Vikings and Saints. And the Vikings get the W 28-25. Justin Jefferson is back on track with 10 catches and 147 yards receiving. He also added a rushing touchdown. The Saints came into this game pretty banged up as they'll look to rebound next week. Next, we got the Browns 20, the Falcons 23. Now, rookie running back Tyler Algier, he led the team in rushing yards with 84. Why can't it's something, I'm sure a lot of people are wondering, especially my fantasy football players. Kyle Pitts with 1 catch and 25 yards? Like, are you kidding me? That man is a monster. Why can't the Atlanta Falcons put him in position to be more successful? And it's something else I wonder about the Atlanta Falcons. How good would this offense be if they had Calvin Ridley? That's something to think about. Bills 23, Ravens 20. Josh Allen with 213 yards passing and a touchdown. He also added 70 yards rushing and a touchdown. I said this last week, folks. The Ravens don't have a true number 1 bona fide wide receiver. Rashad Bateman is a number 2 receiver, acting like a number 1 receiver. J.K. Dobbins, he had a good game, solid game. He looks to be getting back healthy. And when he's fully healthy, that rushing attack is going to be nasty. But the Bills get the W in this one, and the Ravens shot themselves in the foot because they very well could have won this game. Commanders 10. It's funny saying that name, Commanders. But the Washington Commanders 10, the Dallas Cowboys 25. Cooper Rush is 4-0 as the starting quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. Will the Cowboys go back to Dak Prescott? Or at the very least, will they take their time with his rehab and him getting back healthy? With Rush playing so well? And Mr. CeeDee Lamb is a star, bona fide number 1 receiver. So congratulations if you drafted him in your fantasy leagues. Seahawks 48, Lions 45. In the highest scoring game of the week thus far, Mr. Rashad Penny, running back for the Seattle Seahawks, with 151 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. Metcalf and Lockett are still relevant without Russell Wilson, and Geno Smith has been playing well. Chargers 34, Texans 24. Still no Keenan Allen. Justin Herbert, 340 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. Rookie running back Dameon Pierce for the Houston Texans with 131 yards rushing and a touchdown. Austin Eckler also had a monster game. The Tennessee Titans 24, Indianapolis Colts 17. Derrick Henry, 114 yards rushing and a touchdown. The Colts are in big trouble. Jonathan Taylor, our star running back, might miss some time with a high ankle sprain. And, with him being out, I just don't see a path to victory for my Indianapolis Colts. Frank Wright, head coach of the Indianapolis Colts, may be in trouble, and he may be in jeopardy of losing his job. I think with that offensive line, with the running game we were supposed to have, Matt Ryan, that offense just isn't what we thought it would be. And, we could see some changes in the front office. So I keep my eye on the Indianapolis Colts moving forward. It'd be a big loss if Jonathan Taylor was to miss any time, but we'll see. Bears 12, Giants 20. Saquon Barkley, 31 rushes, 146 yards. Up to this point, through 4 weeks, I got to say that Saquon Barkley is fully healthy. He's back to himself. And what that means is that he's the best running back in the league. I don't agree. I don't think he should be getting 31 rushing attempts in a game with his injury-riddled past. But as of right now, Saquon Barkley looks to be the best running back in the NFL. You dig? Jaguars 21, Eagles 29. Another great victory for the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles are the only undefeated team left in the NFL thus far. And that NFC East is going to come down to Dallas and Philly, with Philly having the edge as of right now. But it's going to be interesting. Big shout out to Jalen Hurts and his success. He continues to prove the doubters, the haters wrong. All right. Jets 24, Steelers 20. Zach Wilson returns as the starting quarterback for the New York Jets. Corey Davis seems to be his favorite target out of that receiving core. The Steelers are struggling post Big Ben, man. Mike Tomlin's non-losing season record is at jeopardy, as this has to be a rebuild year. The Pickett era starts, so we'll see how Mike Tomlin and that staff kind of molds that quarterback and that offense post Big Ben. You dig? Cardinals 26, Panthers 16. Hollywood Brown, 6 catches, 88 yards in the touchdown. Chris McCaffrey, who was, a lot of people, it was conflicting reports all week about him practicing and not practicing and if he'll play. And I believe he had a quad injury entering the game. But he played and he led the team in receptions and receiving yards, and he added a touchdown. Baker Mayfield, up to this point, is not the answer at quarterback for the Carolina Panthers. And the Arizona Cardinals get a big victory. And I'm actually excited to see that offense once DeAndre Hopkins gets back in the fold. You dig? Packers 27, Patriots 24. Who's the number one wide receiver in Green Bay? I still think it's Allen Lazard, but Romeo Doubs is coming. You dig? Broncos 23, the Raiders 32. Russell Wilson is starting to look like himself again, but it wasn't enough as Josh Jacobs goes off for 144 yards and 2 touchdowns. Running back Javonte Williams may be out for a while with a knee injury. So if you play fantasy and you got Javonte Williams, you might want to go pick up Mike Boone this week when the waivers hit. And then the night game, Chiefs 41, Buccaneers 31. Patrick Mahomes 249 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Isaiah Pacheco combined for 155 yards rushing. Kelsey is still Kelsey, you dig? Mike Evans had a monster game in the loss with 8 catches, 103 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Another exciting week in the books. We still got the Monday night game tonight, but some big individual performances for week 4, and I'm looking forward to week 5 already. Hit that like button, share the video, and if you're not already subscribed, subscribe to the channel. We at 99. We staring down the barrel of 100 subscribers. So hit that subscribe button. Low posts, mid posts, high posts, post game sports, and I'm out. You dig?